Hello and welcome to Clippers and Tippers, all thanks to Tyre Power. We're back at Murray's Place in South Bank in Melbourne for another edition of Clippers and Tippers. And what about this for a special guest? He's been a genius punter / form analyst for many a year now. He works for Betfair, of course. We know him really well on SEN Track. Tommy Haylock, welcome to Clippers and Tippers.
Good to be here.
He's let his beard go in his hair. Murray, can you fix this? Because he's got a beautiful fiancée. Is it fiancée?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend, not far away now.
Next week he's going to be fiancé.
This shows we're going for about 12 seconds and you stitched me up already, Gareth.
So,
thanks, mate.
what do you look like? Obviously, Murray, can you help him out?
Murray, I need some help.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I'll get you to the wine, don't worry.
Can you work with it, Murray?
I can.
Good.
And now,
Of course you can.
last week, Murray, you haven't congratulated me yet.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good win.
Settle down, spraying water on me.
Who'd you tip, Gareth?
Autumn boy.
Well done.
It's a favourite.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
I was well back. It was second favourite when I tipped it, Murray.
That's all right.
And it was backed into favouritism after we tipped it on Clippers and Tippers. And Nick Ryan, he just went down that last race at Ballarat because Murray had it all up. That's why he jinxed another one, Murray.
Again, lost 5 again.
Do you have mates, Tommy, that he can't tip to because they just jinx them?
Every mate, yes. Or they give you crap, or it's not fun. Tipping's not fun, is it?
No. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been following racing ever since I can remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
Moved to Melbourne when I was 13. Went to the Turnbull Stakes Day. Grew up backing Melbourne Cups and stuff like that when I was really young. But moved to Melbourne when I was 13. Went to Turnbull Stakes Day, watched Sunline, Universal Prince, and the likes of those horses, and that really sparked my interest. So since 13, since I went to Flemington, fell in love with it. Used to do form since then. Used to cut out Herald Sun back in the day. Used to have the photos at the 400 and then the winning post, and used to take a keen eye on them on Sunday and follow them and stick them in a pad. And been doing form since I was 13, mate.
Do you listen to Terry Bailey on Giddy Up this week? He was talking about his punting story, the biggest bet he had while he was calling a race. And it was that horse, Universal Prince. It might have been the BMW. And I think he had 10,000 on it.
Yeah.
And Justin Stanley rode. And Stanley gave it a peach, I reckon. Hit the front and it threw, grabbed him right on the line.
It's amazing.
I didn't back it then, so don't worry.
No.
Universal Prince wouldn't get run down late very often.
Yeah, so that
Very
was
unlucky.
funny. Is it you got into the game because of the punts?
Because of what, sorry?
The punts?
Well, I was too young to really bet back then, but I loved it. I loved the puzzle of it. I wasn't betting like Dad might have had a couple of bucks each way on a couple of things for me, but I just loved the excitement, the colours, the horses. I think I said to Mum and Dad when I was 13, after that race day, I want to own racehorses and whatnot. So I wasn't necessarily with the punt at that age, and it's probably a lesson for people getting into the game. It's not always about the punt. I fell in love with the drama and the theatre, and every kind of race is a puzzle, let alone it wasn't really about winning money or anything.
Well, this show's all about the punt, Tommy.
Well, that's all right. We'll find winners now. Now it's all about the punt. It wasn't then.
You work for Betfair.
I do.
And so Betfair's a little bit different. So just explain to the listeners and the viewers out there what Betfair's all about.
Yeah. Maury, who do you support in the footy, mate?
Best team, mate. What are you talking about? The one that's on top.
So Murray's a Collingwood supporter.
Yes.
I'm an Adelaide supporter. So we just met, right?
Yeah.
So the essence of Betfair is Murray and I just met. We don't really trust each other.
Yeah.
So we want to have a bet. Say Collingwood are playing Adelaide over the weekend in the footy. I say I want $3 about the Crows to beat Collingwood.
Yeah.
He says, I'll take that bet. That's essentially what Betfair is. It's peer-to-peer. So we're betting against each other. We don't trust each other. So we hand the money to you, Gareth. And in that scenario, you are Betfair. You hold the money.
Yeah.
You facilitate the exchange of the bet, and you take a small commission for holding the risk and holding the bet. So it's peer-to-peer. It's Australia's largest peer-to-peer betting platform. It's different to a corporate bookmaker. So you're betting against other people.
So basically, do you get that, Murray?
Get what?
So that what you just
It's like a bookmaker.
correct. So you're your own bookmaker.
Too, right?
So I would love to bet against you because I'm a jinx, but you're a bigger jinx. I'll probably beat you. Or so you can bet in the run. So Flemington starts on Saturday. You ring Maury up and you go, Maury, who'd you back in this race? He goes, no Ballas, all right. Then you can lay no Ballas in the run because Maury's on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can.
It's pretty simple.
You can
And
do it all.
I'll take the commission now since I'm the one that's jinxed.
Correct. Funny story, winning story. Again, it would have been about 8-9 years ago. had a quaddie. I was dating back then, Gareth, believe it or not. I was dating and was on a dating app and was chatting to a girl. Every good story starts with I was on.
Not the same one.
No, not the same one. This is no.
Sorry. I should not watch it.
No, she won't watch. She's sick of hearing me. Don't worry. So every good story starts with I was on a dating app. On a dating app, chatting to this girl, and she said, "Why don't you drive over to my house?" Hadn't met her, never met her. Drive over to my house. We'll go get dinner down the road and catch up.
Yeah.
I had like a certain number of money in my account.
Yeah.
And I rounded it down to the nearest 100 as I do. I was like, I'll have a Ascot quaddie. I had a $39 Ascot quaddie. So not much back then, but talking 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
39, just to round it down for something interesting. I reckon I had 3 in the first leg, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 8 in the last.
Yes.
So I had like whatever it was, $39. Got roughly 10% of the quaddie. Watched the first leg at my house. The outsider won at $9 out of the 3, or 2 might have been. I was like, good start. Drove over to her house, watched the second leg out the front of her house, timed it beautifully, I did.
Yeah.
Again, another good result, another $10 shot or something like that. I was like, this is good, like might get a result here. Got 3 in the next. Said hello to her, met her for the first time, said hello. Thought I'd check my phone sneakily while we're in the middle of a conversation.
Just gone to the toilet and checked.
Well, I did that in a second. So watch them cross the line very sneakily on my phone while I'm chatting to her, and photo finish, and got the photo, $139 shot that I had, won.
So you fluked it basically.
Well, it's the jockey I like, and put her in the quaddie, $130 shot. I was like, jeez, this is going to pay a lot. So 2 $10 shots into a $140 shot, whatever it was. I might be the only person alive in this ticket.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, it was about 39 degrees, I'm sweating bullets, on a first date, never met her, and said I have to excuse myself, go to the bathroom, check the dividends. In the next 25 minutes, I could potentially win between $10,000 and $50,000. And I'm like, I've got to act like an absolute weirdo here.
So you didn't lay off or anything like that?
So I'm like, what am I doing? What am I going to do? I've got to be nervous. I'll be checking my phone on a first date. I've got to be honest with her. So I walked back from the bathroom and said exactly that. I said, look, I had a bet before I came over. It was a $39 bet. In the next 25 minutes, I could potentially win between $10,000 and $50,000. And I had 8 of the 14 runners or something. Yeah. And she almost fell over. She's like, oh, how good's this? I didn't know how it would go.
It's going to be a good night.
I said, can I borrow a pen and a paper? I've got to make a couple of phone calls. So I called my old man and was like, Dad, I'm on a first date. Can you give me the dividends? I want to write them down. She's handed me this like love heart pad with a colourful pencil, and I'm sitting there and trying to work out what to lay off. And luckily, like a few of the horses I didn't have were $150s and $100 or whatever. She's like, what are you doing? She's asking 100 questions. I'm sweaty, nervous, a lot going on, and ended up like called my mate. Word got around that I was set to win a lot of money either way because they laid off, and all the boys are texting me, and Dad's laughing because I'm on a first date, and ended up winning $19,000 on the first date, and she made her buy dinner. So that was a good story.
Surely. So what was the horse's name?
I can't remember now. It's a good question. I've got to find it. I've got the screenshots.
How long did you date her for?
I think I saw her again. Might have been 2 dates.
Now it's time, Tommy, for the all-important tip for clippers and tippers, thanks to Tide Power. Murray, did you get on an Autumn Boy last week?
Yeah, I did it in multi again with that.
No multis, Murray.
I've got to stop doing multi.
Yes,
Sorry,
stop doing multis. I'm going to have a 2-bet play on Saturday. Do you want me to go first?
Go on.
Yep, so I'm going to go Flemington. We're going to go the shorties all up. We're going to do a multi.
Okay.
I know, we're doing multi. Don't do it,
You're a sicko.
Buckloo, race 2, number 1. Into race 5, number 10, Captain Electric, the place.
Oh.
She's a dead set superstar, this horse. Race 6, number 5, she's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have $20 to win on Wellwall, about $8 at the moment. That's in the Winter Stakes at Rose Hill. That's race 9, number 2. Michael Kent Jr. your mate, who was a star on Clippers and Tippers.
This is
Remember that horse he told us to back for the Stradbroke at 100 to 1?
Yes, it's
And
running now.
Yeah, it didn't go around because it was too
Yes.
too dry. It gets a heavy track, so it'll be mighty hard to beat, Tommy.
There you go. What do you make? What are your horse? You're involved in.
No Ballas. Hutchie's in that.
Yeah.
Jace and a few of the boys as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big chance.
I'm against it.
Yeah, well, it's a moral then. Anyway,
It probably is. Just at the price, Gareth, off
Yeah.
2 incredibly slow tempos.
Correct.
Went 14.4 lengths slower than class benchmark
Yeah.
to the 600
Well,
last start.
explain that to her. So she went really slow. and
Went
then sprinted
really
home.
slow, sprint home, had favours both last start and the start
Yeah.
prior. I just thought too short. I think Calcalo, the toppy there, rock hard fit, looking for 1,600 metres.
How much pace in that race, you reckon?
It doesn't bother me. It depends what the track is playing. There's enough, but 1,600 metres for the toppy, I think, is a nice each way play, being supported as well in early markets. The other one is Samarkand in race 5, I think it is, Gareth.
You're taking me on.
Massive price, number 6. You'll get about
Yes.
$45 Betfair, I reckon, on this horse.
Okay.
Now, 1,800 metres straight to this trip, Waterhouse up in trip, big tick, wet track, big tick, 3,000 metre French horse that goes in the wet.
Yeah.
Just a barrier trial last start. Completely forgive, was in the market there and now gets to a more suitable trip on a wet track in a race that 6 of the 12, I think, come through the one race, and I don't like that lead up. So happy to look away from that and big price.
So I'm giving you $50, plus I'm buying your haircut, and you're saying my horse can't win. So what are you doing? Yeah.
Probably helping you out, don't worry.
What are you doing with it then? How are you staking it?
$50. Let's do 10 by 20
Yeah.
on the roughie. Samarkand in race
Yes.
6.
So-
So race 5, number 6 it is. And I'll back, what have I got left?
20.
10 by 10. Yeah, let's go 20 to nose on the toppy Calcalo.
Calcalo. I can't believe you're not laying a horse.
Well, I will
I'll give
be.
you another
It's
$20.
the hamburger. I'm laying yours and backing the
okay.
toppy there
There
in
you
the
go.
hamburger.
Hey, Tommy, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, mate. Thanks,
What
tomorrow.
would you have done, Murray, if you're on that date and you won that money?
I would have left.
She wanted a weekend
That's why
away.
you were never married at.
Sorry.
That's why you were never married at 40 till at 41. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, it's been a pleasure. You've got a couple of new shows now on
Yes.
SEN Track.
Yes, SEN Track 6 till 7. Miles
Yeah,
jumps on as
Friday.
well. Layback with Betfair and rebranding the Sunday show. The Betfair Edge show is now Layback with Betfair 11 till 12 on Sunday
Beautiful.
mornings across the country.
All right, then, mate. It's been a pleasure having you in the,
Thank you,
the
mate.
seat. Your hair's looking a treat.
Been a
You're gonna
pleasure.
trim up his beard a little later.
My
on
eyebrows, my
tomorrow.
beard.
Everything, the whole
Yeah.
ears, the whole lot.
Oh, what a
Hey,
service.
Murray, you've been excellent once again.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for joining us for Clippers and Tippers for another week. All thanks to Tyre Power. We'll catch up with you next week.